Welcome back, all. As you know, this podcast has been exclusively all about writings from non-speaking autistic individuals. However, not this episode. I'm going to take just a few minutes to provide an update on the current status of the Communication Bill of Rights for Individuals with Disabilities. As many of you know, for the last 7 months, we've been discussing this civil rights issue and have shared what freedom of speech means to these individuals. We're at a critical point in the political process, and in my opinion, it is the equivalent of getting to the Super Bowl. The bill needs to move out of committee and onto the Senate floor for a final vote, and time is of the essence. So here we are at the end of January 2026. And after I've spoken with several New York State senators' offices, those being Senator Wyke, Senator Martinez, Senator Sutton, and Senator Prasad, I've obtained the following information. First off, the bill, A7363, was passed by the New York State Assembly, 133 votes to 0, back on June 13 of 2025. On January 7, 2026, the bill, quote unquote, died in Senate. The bill died because it was returned to the Assembly without reaching a final passage vote in the Senate before the legislative deadline. So it was never scheduled for a final floor vote by Senate leadership. The bill, as of today, sits with the New York State Senate Committee on People with Disabilities. And by the way, the bill in the Senate is and has been identified as Bill number S7792B, which carries the same language as Bill A7363. The next step, according to staffers I spoke with, is for the chair, Senator Patricia Fahey, to place it, quote unquote, on the agenda, which then, to my understanding, is put on an active list to be voted on. In order for this bill to be approved, it needs more yes votes than no votes from both the New York State Senate and the New York State Assembly. Once that happens, it then needs signature from the New York State Governor. In closing, this community needs a win, and that win means getting the bill on the Senate floor and voting in favor. So please take action, no matter where you are in the world. And that action is, number one, sign a petition we've set up on change.org. Number two, call or email the committee chair, Senator Fahey, to support Bill S7792B. Or three, call or email the majority leader, Senator Andrea Stewart Cousins. 4, for all you New Yorkers, call or email your local senator. And then finally, for all you outside the state, call Senator Fahey anyway and leave a message. It can't hurt. All this information will be in the description on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., etc. And my humble opinion is, I do believe the New York State Senators know they are on the cusp of making history to be the very first state in the nation to pass this bill. That's it. Till next time.
Bye bye.